Hi, this is Greg from GamerPops, and if you've been waiting for Disney Infinity to show you a whole new world, now's the time with the introduction of the new Aladdin and Jasmine figures available for Disney Infinity on all your systems. Now, these are toy box figures. I'll point that out from the beginning, so they don't come with their own adventure, or they don't necessarily play as easily with the or at all with the existing figure or the existing adventure packs. But if you like the figures, you can play with them here in the toy box. As you can see, we've got a lot of different pieces here that are Agrabah themed. And alright, I'm still a little iffy on these controls. You'll have to excuse me. But I'm going to just start dropping in some of these pieces. You can also see we've got an Aladdin background. So if you get the Aladdin and Jasmine 2-pack, it comes with 2 power discs, which give you the background and the pieces, so you can create some cool stuff in your toy box. So I'm just gonna kind of randomly throw out some stuff, and again, forgive me, I know my controls in this are gonna be dreadful, but you can build, yeah, so in toy box fashion you can build and create and then explore it with any of your characters that you so choose. I'm gonna lay out a bunch of ramps here to kind of build this up, and then okay. Can I undo that? No. No. Okay. No, I don't want to. All right. Anyway, I'm clearly need to do some work on this. So we're just gonna move these buildings in to create, just to ignore that area. So the key here, because these are toy box figures, do you like Aladdin? Or more importantly, do you love Aladdin? Because if you're going to invest in figures that don't really play as part of the main game and are really just here to kind of, have fun with, there's certainly no problem in that. And if you love Aladdin, go for it. That's kind of what these games are built around. If you're into Disney Infinity, you're making a commitment to buying characters that, you may just end up mucking around with. We'll build some platforms here. And of course, like I said, you get the tile sets. So so we picked up the 2-pack, we got the 2-pack, which, there we go. Here's our mighty hero, Aladdin. I'm gonna run around with him for a bit and do a little more, and then I'll show you Jasmine afterwards. So Aladdin has his magical sword that he can throw and boomerangs back to him. There's nothing bad that can possibly happen with having a sword flying back at you. But so once we've kind of roughed it out here, we've built a platform, we can now, once I time it properly, hop up on the platform and climb up to the 2nd level. Clearly, if you want it, you have to get really, in depth with your building here. Unfortunately, it's not, something where these have built-in ledges automatically that you can climb up. But, it's kind of the case with Disney Infinity. The toy box is whatever you want it to be. And right now, we want it to be Jasmine's world. So here's our Princess Jasmine with her giant mane of hair. She, otherwise, all the characters kind of play similar with just little, minor differences, mostly in their attacks. She has a magic carpet cyclone she can use. And, and here's the reality. What I've just shown you is kind of, that's kind of it. So, you can kind of build, you can kind of run around, you can kind of build and run around with 2 players if you want. Beyond that, though, the figures don't play in the game. They're obviously not Marvel superheroes, so that does limit them. And for my money, I find these are a little bit limiting. I said when we reviewed Disney Infinity 2 at the beginning, the fact that it wasn't a real adventure, like a real mixed up adventure a la Kingdom Hearts, that really was mixing all of these things together. Like, I want a game where Spider-Man and Donald Duck are running around together. That would have been the ideal. And so for me, I liked Skylanders a little bit more in that regard because everything kind of worked together. This didn't quite grab me in the same way. But so my recommendation is, if you love Disney Infinity and you love these characters, that's really the best case scenario. Otherwise, they look good. They do what they do within the game. But, I don't know. I'm not rushing out to grab more Disney Infinity characters at this point, which is kind of too bad because the game has its high points and the characters are they're a nice looking group of characters. So I'm just gonna keep dropping some sand dunes here, building out my toy box a little bit more, and then building some platforms, and then I'm gonna bring Jasmine back into play. Hopefully this helped you out. Like I said, if you're on the fence, maybe best just to wait. If you can get a deal, even better. Until then, I'm going to keep building, and I hope you have some great gaming with your family.